Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another build video. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell and leave a comment. Also, before I start, I want to mention that I think this build is, for me, is mind-blowing. Especially the exterior. Maybe this is the best exterior I have ever done. The interior, I would say, isn't really good, but it was like meeting all of my criteria, if that makes any sense. So that's why I love it so much. So this build is all about kids, not toddler, just kids. And I called it Kids Entertaining Center. I have my notebook next to me because I'm gonna forget what I want to say. So this build is total of 2 stories. In the first story, when you will start to see the interior, I made a reading area and art area, and the second floor has an indoor cinema, science lab, I would say, and a gaming area. And then I also made a puppet show area, and I think I totally forgot to take a video or record this, and I didn't even take a picture, and I'm so lazy to just go back to the game. But if you're gonna download this build from my gallery, I will leave my gallery ID. You're gonna see that there's just a simple puppet show area, and I want to say that it truly took me a long time to make it, but I really love how it turned out. And also, I didn't say that outside there is a pool area and a maze area, so I think that kids could enjoy there, and for their thinking skill. I know it's not gonna count, but if we are gonna have a realistic storyline, it's gonna work. Also, I really wanted to challenge myself with a bigger build, as I always say that I'm only comfortable with small builds with suburban houses, but when I just change the whole idea, I really face a lot of difficulties. But I think that I did pretty well. Let me know down below if it's a really good build or I need to improve. Of course, I need to improve because I'm not a pro builder, but I think each time that I try out a build, everything gets better. So let's talk about the whole exterior. It took me such a long time to figure out how to make the picture that's in my head. So I think it took me maybe an hour or something, or 2 hours, just trying to, figure out the whole situation. I have cut a lot of footage, I would say, and there are some like places that I have built, I didn't record them because if I did, this build is gonna be like 5 hours long, and I definitely won't edit 5 hours long video because I'm gonna end up with a neck pain and shoulder pain. Also, there's something that I want to mention is that I also tried to minimize the clutter because I wanted to run on my PC and other PCs. I wanted to add a lot of clutter, but then I thought about the same thing that I mentioned in the previous build video, that I want this build to run on as many PCs and consoles as we can. Even like my PC won't handle this lot if I or if I put a lot of clutter. That's why I try to minimize it, because when I play with bigger lots, I always mention that my PC starts to act weird, and it's like the frame rate is gonna be really bad. That's why I try, when I make big builds, I minimize the amount of clutter. And I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion on this pack. I think this pack, I so far used the build and cast items a lot. I did some gameplay, but not really that much. But I would say that this pack is one of the best packs they have ever done, including the world and everything. Like every bit of this pack worth the money. As I said before, I never buy a pack with like the full price, but this time I did, and I didn't regret my decision on that. Even though I'm gonna be honest, I'm broke, but I just wanted this pack, so I think I don't regret it. Maybe since the day we saw like the Sims Summit back in October, and I was thinking about this pack a lot, and I was feeling that I have to get this pack because it's meeting everything that I need in this game, because I do a lot of family gameplay, so I think it fits, my needs. Now let's talk about the interior. So when you first enter this build, there is like, I think it's called the front desk or the reception. I don't know what's specifically called, and the waiting area. Then you're gonna see that there's a glass door that's leading you all the way to the pool, swinging area, and the maze area. And I think the pool, I made it so simple but looks really good. And here, like, I put some decorations, which are, I would say, the trophies that the kids have won, and they displayed it here. And I think in few seconds we're gonna move to starting to build one of the rooms. The first room that I started with was the art room. At first, I forgot about the creative table that we have in the game, and I put in easels. But then I removed them all and then replaced them with the creative table, or I don't know, the painting table. I don't know what's called. And I tried to make the build, like the interior of the build, as colorful as I can, not like the exterior that's like has solid colors, just white and wooden color. Here I just want to like make, because I think colorful things makes everyone happy, even for adults like myself. When I want to feel happy, I would like put for myself colorful nail polish. I don't know, does it change your atmosphere when you wear something colorful, or put nail polish that's colorful or that's pastel? I don't know, just let me know down below. Also, I used the spice thing, like a glitter or something, or colors. I just had to use my imagination in some of the things. I know if someone just opened the build and they'll be like, why this person have put the spice thing? No, I just imagined that it's a glitter, or the coloring kit. So don't judge me, please. I used my imagination. And as I said, I try to minimize as much as clutter as I can. I don't know how to say this word, but it turned out really beautiful. And oh my god, if you know me, if you have been if you have been my friend for the past 2 years, like online friend, you would know what I was listening to while building. I definitely was listening to Taylor Swift. I have to. I don't know, I listened to various albums. Mostly Evermore was on repeat. I don't know how I got creative while listening to Evermore, but I just felt creative. I don't know, like for the past 3 months, before I say that, I listen to various genres and to many singers or artists or bands, but I'm stick to Evermore. Even though Evermore isn't like my top 3 album in my top 3, but I love it so much. And I have been crazily listening to the album on repeat. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm totally fine, but I love Evermore so much. Like, oh my god, why I'm talking about Taylor Swift and we are building something on the sim. But whatever, I want to talk about that. When I saw the Eras tour and I looked at how many songs did she play from Evermore, I was crying. Like, I'm not lying, I'm being honest. I was crying, like I was sobbing. I don't know what's the word. But I was crying like a baby. I was ugly crying because I was really happy. I like, if you were talking to like myself back 5 years ago, I would never listen to Evermore. Like, I would say, oh my god, this is so sad to listen to. But right now, I love it so much. I can talk about Evermore forever. Like, my whole life, 24/7. I would never get bored. But now let's move on to The Sims. I just noticed that I have been talking about Evermore for 2 minutes. And if you felt bored, please, I'm sorry. I'm never sorry about talking about Evermore. But okay, let's move on. I said let's move on, but now let's move on. So if you're ever gonna use any of my builds, please tag me on Twitter or on Instagram. I'd be happy to see how like you're gonna use my build and on which story you're gonna like use my build. I'm really gonna be happy to see that. As well, I want to talk about if you have any tips or tricks that I can do while building. Please let me know. I am really happy when people like tell me how to improve myself. I don't get sad because some people, they really get sad when you tell them how to improve themselves. but okay, I don't mind that. I really need your help, like to improve my build or my building skill. And if you're watching this video and you have a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel, please leave your link or your username down below, and I'm gonna follow you or subscribe you just to, I want to support my fellow simmers. I love to do that. So if you do, please leave me your usernames down below. Even if you do Simsta, like you do stories, I like to read stories and like see how others are creative and learn from them, by the way. And if you want to follow my Simsta account, I'm gonna leave the link also down below, because I have started a new challenge. Oh, no, it's a new challenge. I'm just used to it. I started a new story that I'm gonna create by my own. And if you are like, you just want to, maybe you can check my not so berry story that I have done, maybe, and I have played with for 2 years. And I did a story starting from, I would say, the plum generation. So if you want to check it out, I'll be happy if I saw like someone reading my previous story. But for now, I'm gonna stop talking. And if you don't want to watch the whole video and you just want to see the tour or the ending result, skip, I think, to the last minute and a half or 2 minutes. You can see the ending result. And please leave me a comment. I really want to know your opinion, and I really want to know, what do you think when you see such builds, like community builds? And if you want me to do another community build, just let me know down below and suggest me what I can do next. I definitely would go to my comfort zone, but I'll be happy if I challenged myself and did something else. As I said, for now, I'm gonna let you watch the rest of the video, and I'm gonna see you in another one. Bye!